Hey, this is Mark again. I'm on this Egger again. Just checking the rear end, make sure all the fluids are good and stuff like this. I thought I'd film this because there was a YouTuber out there that asked me to show a 660 how to change the rear def, and this is pretty 90% similar except for the independent rear suspension, of course, but still the same principles. So what you want to do is, for checking it, there's this little screw here. You unloosen it and you pull it out, and as you can see, barely, it's starting to just drip out and pour out of that hole. That means it's fine. The level's up to right up there where it needs to be. Then what you do is you just tighten that back down. Now if I was going to change this, I would pull this fill plug, which is right here, and then on this one there's a drain plug all the way back here, right here. You pull that and you let it drain right there, and just let it drain for a couple minutes. Usually I take the skid plates off because, as you can see, the hole is here. You just end up filling up the skid plate here. I am on the Grizzly 660. I think their plug is up underneath the bottom. Usually you have to take the skid plate off anyway, because unlike mine and everybody else's, this skid plate's banged up underneath that you really can't get to the screw half the time. And then you just take it off, pull the drain plug, let it drain, and then when you have this out, when it's all done and said, depending on if you got a lot of contaminant in your differential, if a lot of water and stuff got in there, what you want to do is flush it. Flush it with some, I use a little bit of kerosene, just a little bit to get all the contaminants out. That's about it. And then you put the drain plug back in. You leave this little screw out, leave it out. You start filling up and slowly fill it up. And I use Gear Saver for the rear ends, for front and differential. Except for Kawasaki's, I use their gear oil. I don't know what the difference is between the two of them. And Polaris has their own. But most are like Hondas, Yamahas, this Suzuki, and others. That's what you want to use, is a high flow gear oil, 80/90 or straight 80. And I use Bel-Ray. It's a good stuff. I used to use it in my True Strokes long years ago for in the crankcase. And then what you do is you just put a funnel in here, a flexible funnel, start filling up slowly. And as soon as you see it start coming out of here, just slowly creeping out of here, just stop filling, let it go. If it keeps flowing out, put the screw back in, put this plug back in, and you're done. That one's pretty self-explanatory, and it's basically the same on the front. The front will also have, like on this one, it has a fill plug, and then underneath there's the little screw that you would check the level with. Like I said, you take that screw out, you just wait for it to start seeping out of that hole. That means the level's fine. And just look at the color of your gear lube. If it looks pretty close to new, then you're fine, which this was. But if you get contaminants in it, flush it out. A lot of times you could just, if you let it drain pretty good, all the crap will come out. Well, till next time, it's Mark.